Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 4 in our series on Robert Greene's book, The Laws of Human Nature. Have you ever wished you could make better decisions or stay calm when everyone else is getting emotional? In today's episode, we'll show you how to do just that by becoming more rational. Stay tuned to learn practical steps for navigating the irrational mind and making more informed choices. What does it mean to be rational? Being rational means thinking clearly and making good choices, even when things get tough. Throughout history, there have been people who were really good at this. They include leaders like Abraham Lincoln, scientists like Charles Darwin, and even business people like Warren Buffett. These people were great at understanding themselves, finding the truth, being patient with others, and achieving their goals. The good news is that we can all learn to be more like these rational thinkers. Here are some simple steps to help you think better. 1. Get to know yourself. The first step is to really understand yourself. This means knowing what makes you tick. What are you good at? What makes you upset? When do you make mistakes? Try keeping a diary where you write down your thoughts and feelings. This can help you spot patterns in your behavior. For example, you might notice that you always get angry when someone criticizes your work. Once you know this, you can start to control your reactions better. 2. Look deeper into your feelings. When you feel a strong emotion, like anger or fear, take a moment to think about why. Often, there's more to it than what's on the surface. For instance, if you get really angry because your friend is late, it might not just be about them being late. Maybe you're actually worried that they don't value your time, or you're stressed about something else entirely. By understanding your emotions better, you can start to control them instead of letting them control you. 3. Take your time before reacting. When something happens that upsets you, try not to react right away. Take a deep breath, count to 10, or even walk away for a few minutes if you can. This gives you time to think instead of just reacting emotionally. It's like building a muscle. The more you practice waiting before you react, the better you'll get at it. 4. Accept people as they are. A lot of our stress comes from wishing people were different. We want them to think like us, act like us, or do what we want. But everyone is different, and that's okay. Instead of getting frustrated, try to understand why people act the way they do. It can be like solving a puzzle. This doesn't mean you have to like everyone, but understanding them can help you stay calmer and make better decisions about how to deal with them. Let's look at a real person who was great at accepting others. Anton Chekhov. He was a Russian writer who lived in the late 1800s, and he's known for being one of the most rational people in history. Chekhov had a tough childhood. His family was poor, and his father was an alcoholic who often beat Anton and his siblings. This kind of experience could make many people angry and bitter. But Chekhov chose a different path. As an adult, Chekhov became a doctor and a writer. He used his skills to try to understand why people act the way they do, even when they're being hurtful or irrational. In his stories and plays, he would imagine the lives of all kinds of people, even those who were mean or cruel. Here's what made Chekhov special. He believed that every person, no matter how badly they behaved, had a reason for being the way they were. He tried to imagine their story from their point of view. This helped him forgive people, even his abusive father. For example, when Chekhov wrote about a character who was mean or aggressive, he wouldn't just show them as a bad guy. Instead, he'd try to understand why they acted that way. Maybe they were scared, or maybe they had been hurt in the past. By doing this, Chekhov found that he could feel sorry for these people instead of hating them. You can try to think like Chekhov when dealing with difficult people in your life. Instead of getting angry at someone who's rude to you, try to imagine why they might be acting that way. Are they having a bad day? Did someone else upset them earlier? This doesn't mean you have to like what they're doing. but it can help you stay calmer and react more rationally. Remember, understanding someone doesn't mean you have to agree with them or let them treat you badly. It just means you're looking at the bigger picture, which can help you make better decisions about how to handle the situation. 5. Balance thinking and feeling. Imagine your mind is like a horse and rider. The horse is your emotions, strong and energetic. The rider is your thinking mind, guiding and controlling. You need both to work together well. Some people let their emotions, the horse, run wild without thinking. Others think too much and never take action. The goal is to find a balance where you think things through but also use your emotions to motivate you. 6. Be both curious and skeptical. It's good to be interested in new ideas, but it's also important to question things. Don't believe everything you hear or read. Ask questions, look for evidence, and think for yourself. At the same time, don't be so skeptical that you close your mind to new possibilities. Stay curious and open to learning, but always think critically about new information. 7. Enjoy being rational. Some people think that being rational means being boring or not having fun, but that's not true. Being rational can actually make your life more enjoyable. You'll make better decisions, have less stress, and feel more in control of your life. Plus, when you're thinking clearly, you can be more creative and solve problems better. It's satisfying to use your brain well, putting it all together. Remember, becoming more rational isn't about ignoring your feelings. It's about understanding them better and not letting them control you. It's also not about always being serious. You can still have fun and be silly sometimes. The key is to practice these skills regularly. Over time, you'll find that you're making better decisions, understanding people better, and feeling more confident in yourself. And here's a final thought. Don't just trust your feelings blindly. Our feelings are often based on old habits or things we've learned from others. Sometimes these feelings are helpful, but sometimes they can lead us astray. That's why it's important to think things through and not just react based on how we feel in the moment. By working on these skills, you can become a clearer thinker and a better problem solver. This can help you in school, at work, and in your relationships with other people. So why not give it a try? Start with small steps, like taking a few deep breaths before reacting to something that upsets you, or writing down your thoughts in a journal. With practice, you'll be on your way to becoming a more rational, clear-thinking person. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you found something relatable, share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments section below. Your insights could help someone else learn from them. Now, something important. Make it a habit to learn something beneficial every day. Remember, the content you consume is like food for your brain. Be intentional about it, because otherwise, the algorithm is designed to manipulate your thoughts. Think about it. We're always accepting your contributions through subscriptions to our channel. Your support will help us with upcoming projects and ensure we continue delivering top-notch content. Join us by subscribing today.